listening to Rad Rolls, a Fallout Tabletop podcast. Let's go! We're not playing games! We're not playing games!
Hello and welcome to Rad Rolls. We find our party in the care and comfort of the large, big tent of Flinwig the Enchanter. The tent is essentially a giant stage for which he would perform, but you all are currently sleeping on the benches that surround the stage. It's fairly comfortable for the world of the wasteland, that you're elevated above the ground. You have a nice dry roof over your head, and nobody's really coming to bother you too much right now. So if you could all roll a endurance plus survival for a difficulty, I would say 1. And if you roll over that, then you get 2 HP. So if everyone would please roll that, we'll find out who gets an extra 2 HP on top of their current
including
points.
me, a simple robo-brain.
Robots love sleep, my friend.
They
Sleep
do.
mode.
Yeah.
You have a whole mode.
This is true.
All right.
Oh,
apparently,
wow. We are
apparently,
not doing great.
your sleep mode has some errors in it, and it did not do as well as Hazel's sleep. Was a little bit restless, but let me tell you, Abel and Frankie, you all really did some good sleep. It was some good sleep all around. But that good sleep is interrupted all of a sudden, bursting through the curtain. A voice says, "Hey, you guys need to wake up."
All right. Why?
So Funwig the Enchanter, he's out trying to help you all, because you all are wanted for murder.
Okay.
Wait, which one?
Can you elaborate?
So, there was this guy. His name was Archie. He really liked flamethrowers, and well, he turned 18, had to go out and wear the little dog collar, and then they're saying that somebody slashed his throat with the throwing knife, and you're the only person that they've seen with throwing knives around here because you wear one in your hair. So that's just it. So they're after you, and they're going to put you on trial by the end of the day.
Okay, just me, right? Not everybody else.
I mean, they're going to hold your whole group accountable. So it's going to be, you're going to be on trial for sure. But there was some other wounds to him that they probably want to put everyone on trial.
Okay.
It's called accessories. We're going to be accessories maybe after the fact. This might be
I
a whole...
strongly disagreed with that murder.
Well, it wasn't
Verbally.
exactly what you would call it. It wasn't really a murder.
It
It was a
I feel
puzzle.
like everyone could...
It was a
was,
puzzle, and we got it wrong.
murder
And
part.
let's not forget
Did we
that
get
he
it
was
wrong?
more than happy to let us be murdered.
Did we get it wrong though?
Well, we did get out of there when we did it, didn't we?
Right, but did we also not save lives?
I thought we did. Now I'm thinking maybe we didn't. I don't know. This whole place is so screwed up. How dare they? Seriously, people have to see that the problem here is the system is messed up, not the participants. I don't think going on
the whole
trial.
system-
If they're doling out punishment, I'll just take it. What's the worst that could happen?
No.
So guys, Flinwig told me that there's 4 options that you guys should maybe do. Do you want to hear that, or do you guys?
Sure,
Can we each
yeah.
pick
What you
one of
got?
the options for ourselves?
Hang on,
What you got,
Do you
Jim?
have the options?
Let me remember.
What are the options?
You could just get out of town, But if you got out of town,
Okay.
you wouldn't have any way to get to the second trial at the zoo. You wouldn't have any way to do that. You would have to probably go because I think the town is packing up after this, and they're going. But yeah, they're packing up. Or you could go to the trial and get convicted, and then get your punishment. Or you could. I don't remember this one. You could take. There's something about pins. He said something that use pins and evidence, and using pins on somebody else.
Oh,
Pin it on
okay.
somebody
Look at
else.
that. We pin it on somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
what
you
you're trying
blame
to draw.
somebody else for what you.
Oh, that's
Okay.
mean. Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, people did it to me all the time, but
And the other
rarely-
one-
it's
the other one you could do is you could try to steal Archie's body and take him to go, revive him at the power plant.
Revive Archie at the power plant.
What?
Yeah, they've done that. But Flimwig the Enchanter has taken some of my friends. They get an arm cut off and they come back. But they go with him. They go to the power plant, and then they get a new arm, and they come back and they're fine until
Until they die
lose
from
their head or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's all. Those are the options. I think that's all of them.
Okay, so out of all those options, I really like the idea of bringing Archie back.
Now, Hazel, you say that, but there was this guy who was part of Guy's Knot that we had to kick out because he got really into hunting demons and things like that, and it got really uncomfortable for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I met him at one point. He was kind of grimdark, but I mean, I kind of get it. So was it kind of same situation with him, or?
Well, if you believe him, when people come back from the dead, they're not the same. They lose something, kind of like a feral ghoul, right? So just keep that in mind, that it's not going to be your boyfriend.
Wait, I just said I wanted to go on a date with him, and it was because I kind of felt sorry for him. I thought, I haven't had a lot of
idea of. Do we like the idea of bringing someone to
all right.
back to
So
life
I've never
that is a
actually
killer?
been on a date with anybody because every single time they've kind of died before we even got to coffee. So I've never actually had a date. I thought this would be a chance to at least have a date, and he would get, he might get lucky before he had to die. It was a possibility, but I'm not I'm not in love with Archie or anything. I just really felt sorry for him. And honestly, I mean, he was cute. That's not the point. Okay, but yeah, if we bring him back, even if he's a little on the weird side, we've seen how weird everybody else in the pyro tent is. I think he will fit right back in.
That was a lot, Hazel. That was a lot. I'm not saying you're wrong. And we shouldn't try to bring that annoying man back. But Jimmy, who's the jury for this trial?
Oh, I mean, there's no jury. I mean, they're gonna call in one of the judges.
Oh, one of the judges. Oh, I thought we
Wait,
could
but
try
don't we
bribe
just
the
have to
jury.
kill one of them to get the collars off?
I think we need to do the trials before we can call in the judges.
If you want the
Kill
collars off, you got to do the 4 trials, and then you get sent to the judges. That's at least
But
what
maybe
they told
this will
me.
be a way later to call in a
Okay.
judge.
So we've got 4 options. Maybe we shouldn't entertain the one that seems like it's impossible. The whole bringing somebody back to life. Maybe we take a step back and examine the ones that seem to be within the realm of reality.
Honestly, I thought the pinning it on somebody else was the one you were talking about not being realistic because
Abel, you have a guardian angel that we have all seen.
Yeah.
But you don't. But you don't think we could bring back somebody?
does he use throwing knives?
No, I mean,
That might be the best plan.
Listen,
we pin
no.
this on the holy bean that appears whenever we need it most.
Oh,
and
wow.
I think that might be the way
yeah,
to go.
but like,
It's
That's
the
not where
divine
I was
intervention.
going with
I've
this.
never seen him bring anyone to life. He typically does like the opposite.
Okay. So,
Yeah, that's
guys,
perfect.
and she's going to bring out. Hazel's going to bring out the incredibly overdue library book that she has been carrying on her character since the first episode years ago, and go, okay, this is called The Modern Prometheus. It's about a doctor. His name was Frankenstein, and he figured out a way to bring dead bodies back from the dead. I've read it a couple times. I couldn't quite get the gist of how he did it, but it's kind of like, I mean, if he can do it in the book, and this guy's been doing this enchanter guy has been doing it for a couple years, maybe we can actually pull it off.
Just as a GM,
as an instruction manual.
It's the movies.
As a GM note, that is actually true. When Hazel made her character back in the year of our Lord, when May made her character back in the year of our Lord 2021, this is a legitimately real book, and the name of the book is correct when she made it, like 2.5 years ago. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, Hazel, we talked about the Frankenstein movies. Like, they must have based your book on the movies. And I remember I told you about every one. There was Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, Castle Frankenstein. I named all the movies except for the one about the girl for some reason. That's a blind spot. It's a personal blind spot. I'm sorry. There was one about a lady Frankenstein too.
But you remember how they did it in the movie, so you can help us figure out how to do it now, right? They said power lightning. Plant. You said there was a lot of electrical zip-zop doodle-doo going on to, in the movie. So that's all we need, right?
I'd like to raise a counterpoint here. When electricity got shot through me the other night, I did not feel more alive.
Maybe it's because you were already alive. It's possible if you were already dead, it would have brought you back to life, though. You probably wouldn't have been very happy or comfortable, but you might have been back alive.
Yeah, like it was too much of a good thing,
Okay, so let's...
like drinking.
All right, let's put things in perspective here. We take Archie's body.
Well, first we got to seal Archie's body. Then we take Archie's body.
So we do a theft. We steal Archie's body. We break into the power plant. We disrupt the law of Adam and bring Archie back to life. And the first thing Archie sees are the 4 people that happen to be there when he died. So if Archie's upset, Archie's going to try to take it out on us. And if Archie gets away, he's going to go to the pyro tent and he's going to tell them they killed me or tried to kill me.
Right, but we also brought him back to life, so it kind of equals out. No harm, no foul, right?
No, there's a lot of harm.
He'd be a real a-hole if he, got mad about us, killing him and then bringing him back. I mean, we literally... Even Steven's like, what a prick if he gets mad.
All right, fine. I'll tell him we'll still go on that date, and that was the reason. How's that?
That's not...
You really hung up on this.
Can't we just take the punishment?
Can we introduce you to another guy, maybe?
What can they do? Like, are they just gonna...
Everybody we met around here is homicidal or 1 foot tall and probably married.
Look...
Will they just beat me with a stick or something? Like, is that okay?
They're going to set you on fire, my friend. I think they're going to set you on fire a lot. They've talked about punching each other in the asshole. with flames
bring the guy
involved,
back-
and that just to pass the time.
Listen, if we bring the guy back,
Mm-hmm.
I see 3 benefits. Number 1, I don't feel guilty about being an accessory to murder.
Okay, that's a good
Number
one,
2,
actually.
it just sounds fucking cool to try if it works.
True.
And I
I'm
think
down
you
for that one,
gotta
too.
you gotta consider that. Okay, it just sounds fucking cool. And 3, Hazel can have a date, maybe.
Yeah. And honestly, if it doesn't work and he's dead, we can always tell them all that it did work, but that he lost his memory and he ran away and we don't know where he went, and we'll just dispose of the body at that point. So
And really,
guess.
Well,
if it doesn't
can
work,
we not plan
you
on
don't have a
murdering him
body.
a second time?
No body in
I-
the trial.
All right, don't mistake me. I actually feel a little bit. Okay, I've killed people before when I had to, and generally I always feel a little guilty. I do feel a little guilty about me killing Archie. I thought at the time it was the best solution. When I found out that the other people I was trying to keep from killing probably wouldn't have died anyway, I felt really bad. And I don't like feeling really bad. I mean, it's better than feeling really dead. So this is a chance to feel not as bad and not as dead. So I say let's do it.
Miss Greenglass, will you feel better if you bring Archie back to life?
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
Usually when I stab somebody in the neck, there's somebody who really had it coming, and I honestly don't think that he should have met his end that way. I mean,
Okay.
I'm
Let's go
sure
steal
he
a
would have
corpse.
Yeah, let's go steal a corpse. That sounds
Let's steal
like
a corpse.
okay. So, Jimmy, where is his body being kept? Do we know?
They told me that it was in the Pyros tent. It was just in a big tent over there. That they just put it in there. It's in the big Pyro tent.
Okay.
But I mean, it's the morning, so I mean, nobody's. I mean, it's not going to be like a big show or anything.
So yeah, let's see if we can do this without pulling aggro on the entire town.
Jimmy,
Yeah?
do you want to help?
Help steal a body?
Yeah. You know, learn the ropes of the wasteland.
Do a charisma plus speech for like a difficulty. Let's see. This is I would say 2, just to see.
We've got
Just be
7
there.
AP in the pool.
Do we actually want the kid to come? I'm just kind of fucking around. Do we want to spend AP on
She's
the
doing it.
Oh, they'll punch you. Go for it. Let's. See
I
what
gotta
happens.
watch you all now because you all are recruiting, the dogs and robots and
Children.
The
Yes.
chances the chances that this happens are really low. So if it's meant to be, it'll happen.
It's meant to be.
It's not meant to be.
It's not meant to be. Yeah. That's a 1 success on there, so you failed that roll. Yes. So I just want to stay here and learn magic. I'm not big into like stealing bodies from people that are trying to solve it. Yeah, not into that. Not
Okay.
in. Yeah.
Can you help us in a different way? Can you go find Flynn the Enchanter and ask him to write down some notes on the way that he could bring somebody back from the dead using the power
Yeah.
station?
Yeah, I can do that.
That would be
I can do
really,
that.
really helpful.
That's a good idea. Maybe I can look at those notes too. Yeah.
Okay, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. All right. And he just kind of like runs off, like excited about that idea.
Did he just grab crayons? Oh boy. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. Okay, let's go steal a body.
All right, so you're at the Pyro's tent. The inside of it looks much similar to the Enchanter's tent. It's not set up for anything, but in kind of like to the side in the ring, there is like a hospital like gurney, like not like a fresh hospital gurney. It's like a fallout hospital gurney. It looks nasty and weird. And on that lies the body of somebody. It's covered by a shroud. And there is a man that is standing kind of like guard with, casually, this is like flamethrower on the ground that's just kind of like kicked his legs out. He's in one of those like grayish suits, like full body suits. He's got his hood off and he's just kind of like kicking back beside the body.
I mesmatron him.
I say go for it.
So aggressive. Yes.
All right. I'm really surprised everyone's going along with this plan. All right. Punch is going to...
I mean, what else are we going to do? Like this, like whistle at him and maybe like, what? And he like comes over to investigate or...
Yeah, so are you just like rolling right up to, like, he's gonna kind of look at Robo Brain rolling up to him. He's gonna kind of
We've
look
got
at you
like
funny.
little robots and stuff. Like we could create a sort of like suspicious distraction. Like, hey, what's that?
No. We chose the plan.
Okay, all right. It is hindsight. I get that.
All right. Punch is going for it. I'm gonna roll up and be like, excuse
roll
me,
up, see if
sir.
Yeah, roll for the attack and see if you get an effect on the damage. So roll for a hit.
All right.
See if you hit him.
Here. Oh, sorry. I'm on the wrong. Forgot it is on my person. Mesmatron.
Yeah, Mesmatron also is not going to work for super important NPCs, by the way. I say that as this is a not important NPC, but for like...
Named
it is not
NPCs.
for named NPCs, you're going to get the classic like Oblivion fall over, and then they're going to get back up later.
All right, so you're saying you can't beat a boss with a cantrip.
Right, yeah, you can't do that.
Can I use any AP to add some dice perhaps to this?
We've got 7.
You can add some dice to the hit to see if you hit. I mean, you just need 1 for close range because that's where you're saying hello and you're just like zapping them. So you just need 1 success. You can add AP and you could also use a luck point and you could add 3 dice to your 3 dice to your damage later on if you want to.
I will use an AP for an additional dice, or is it 2 AP for 1 additional dice?
It's 1 AP for the first one.
For the first one.
Well, okay, so we'll just do 1. Are you rolling to assist here?
Oh.
Yee.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah. Go
So
ahead and
the
roll
good
damage
news-
on that.
It's going to be that kind of session. I love it.
Oh, yeah. 2 20s in a row.
Just roll damage on it and I'll tell you what happens.
Go ahead and roll
And
that
a
damage.
success.
Yeah, go ahead. And, yes.
He's bleeding out of port. I don't know what that means, but he's bleeding out of a port.
He might be allergic.
You need an effect. So if you want to spend a luck point, if you have one, you can get 3 additional combat dice to roll. You can essentially roll it again. Would you like to spend a luck point? Do you have a luck point?
I do. I have my full luck points. I will go ahead and spend a luck point.
Yeah. So you can just roll it again.
Whoops. Let's try that again.
Okay. I was about to say this could be very bad. Yeah, you managed to like the mesmatron kind of like goes off, but then the mesmatron on your arm decides to essentially just like mesmatron itself, and it looks fried. Like it looks like that it shot off like in a microwave, like this microwave something. It's like it microwaved itself, and it is foreseeably. I mean, it's not done, but it's definitely broken. It was going to require some like an official mechanic Like not like a jury rigger, 2 20s, 2 complications on that. It's not going to be I'll fix this in my extra hour. You got to go see the doc to get this.
Okay.
Get this
So
checked out.
so GM, one note.
Yes.
For my RoboBrain, my Mesmetron is actually my center eye. So I propose that it is fried. And to add some extra fun role play, perhaps that is obscuring my vision a little bit until I get it fixed.
I mean, I would think so. Yes. So that is the case. So now you have some. It's like you have a cataract. Like you
He's
pretty
got
much
floaters. He's got robo floaters.
You've got like some serious cataracts going on, but you do manage to mesmetron this person. So you've mesmetroned this person, and you're like slightly blind, and he's just like standing there waiting for whatever you're about to do. So continue the scene.
Then I will pull off the sheet of the body on the gurney and make sure that is Archie.
It is Archie. He is there with his red hairs kind of still plumed up. His neck is slightly sliced, but weirdly enough, his like both of his arms are somehow like gnawed off slightly. So like they are gnawed off like up to maybe the like right above the elbow. That both of them are 100% like gnawed off to a point. The rest of him looks fairly fine. Like nothing missing particularly, but he does have 2 arms that are very obviously missing.
Oh no, what happened?
I think somebody got hungry. So,
All right. Well, this is what we're working with. We'll fix the arm problem when we get to it. For right now, let's just pick him up and yeah, I'll pick him up.
He's on a gurney.
Oh, well.
Oh, we're just gonna roll a gurney through the wasteland here. What an amazing idea!
I don't see. I mean, why not? Why do you want to like ride on it with him or something? I mean, I'll push you.
What about?
I'm sorry. I thought we were supposed to be kind of inconspicuous. I just mesmetron the guy and fried out my eyeballs. You all look very fuzzy right now, by the way.
Yeah.
I thought we were trying to
yeah.
be stealthy. We could have just came in here and knocked that guy out and stolen a body. I was trying to do a thing. I'm sorry. I didn't know our plan was to Looney Tunes it.
Punchy. You did great. Thanks.
Yeah. So the guy that got mesmetroned, I'm working under the assumption he's got one of those like sort of like flame retardant bunker suit type things. Is that what I'm?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. And he's got the helmet like next to his side.
It's not a helmet. It's more like a hood that's off. It's like a hood that you zip up. You kind of look like, like the Monsters Inc. Cleared Up on Aisle 3, like those guys, but in gray. Pretty much.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping it was a separate piece because I was just going to put it on him backwards, so that the eye view part is on the back, so that his vision's obscured. I want to obscure his vision.
Okay.
You obscure whose vision?
The guy that's mesmetroned right now. I just want him to be when he comes to, he's like, oh, what the like? I just
I don't understand why, but I'm excited to be a part of this. Let's do it.
I just want to put it on him backwards. It's like okay. It's just like the hockey trick, like you. Yeah, perfect. Now his vision's obscured. I did something. So we got 2 choices. We can either take the entire gurney, or we can do the trick where we shove sheets in the bed so that Mom thinks that we're still sleeping here.
Yeah, you got to dress it. You got to make like a little scarecrow.
But I think taking the gurney is going to be way easier and more convenient that way. It's like, hey, where'd the gurney go? Maybe they moved the body, versus when they open it, it's like somebody stole the body. I don't know.
You know what? Let's just take the gurney, and if we can, if we have to leave the gurney, we'll take the body, and it's It's,
I don't
mean,
know.
he's unarmed. How hard could it be to carry him?
I don't know. I agree with Punchy that if we just roll out of here with a gurney, I think somebody's going to notice.
Maybe.
Oh, and carrying the body is going to be discreet.
Yeah, that would probably be less discreet.
Man, you gotta prop
you're
him
wearing
up.
a lot of
Brad's
robes.
had like a wild night out on the town. He's a little like, oh, our buddy passed out, and you're carrying him back home.
Wait,
you know, it's a common thing.
You want a weekend at Bernie's him?
I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming yes. I've known a lot of
Well,
Bernies,
look.
and I've had wild weekends.
You want me to bear? I'll carry him. If you want to leave the perfectly good gurney here, I'll carry him.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tell me what to do.
It's a little
Tell me what to
gruesome, but
do.
He doesn't have the arms,
yeah,
right? So we just kind of fold him up.
Let's leave. Okay, plan. Let's leave the gurney.
Kind of wear him like a backpack.
We'll take Archie and this guy with his hat on backwards. We'll put him on the gurney and cover him up and let him get some sleep.
Yeah, I can command him to sleep.
Okay, that sounds like a
That works.
great
Yeah,
idea.
I assume
Let's do
that's
that.
All right,
Tell him
let
to
me
take a nice
let me
long
vacate the
rest.
gurney here. I will fireman carry the corpse.
Okay.
You've got the corpse.
The past and future Archie. Yes. Trying to be optimistic about this. Okay, we'll put this guy on here. Just cover him up like he's just asleep. It's fine. It's fine. We should probably get out of here as quickly as possible.
So
Although
are you
if
going to
there's
Flynn
anything
Wig
sitting
Yes.
around, we should maybe grab that might help us. Might be a good idea.
I mean,
Miss
there's a
Springglass, can you do me a
flamethrower.
favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you put my gas mask on me?
Oh yeah. And I'll put the gas mask over his face.
Yeah, face obscured.
Yep.
The money maker is now this charisma 5 money maker. Is now.
Hey, you've got more caps
obscure.
than my characters, so you're making money somewhere.
The only thing around you is a flamer. If you want that, you can take. I mean, you can.
Hey, don't we have a busted flamer?
We do.
Yes.
Do have a busted.
I'll grab this.
Do
I'll grab
a
the
switcheroo.
flamer.
Do the
a hot
switcheroo.
swap.
Do a hot
I like it.
swap.
Okay,
Hot swap.
literal hot swap. Here you go.
They'd
And
be like,
any
"Oh,
deal
what's
that
up?
happens
Oh man,
to-
and they broke my flamer too, guys."
Yeah, it's too bad. It sucks, man. Sucks.
You're lucky we didn't break your legs.
All right, so you're going to Flynn Wig the Enchanter's tent?
That seems like a better idea because we still need the instructions from the enchanter. So yeah, let's try and sneak from the pyro tent to the enchanter's tent.
Yeah,
Expedition.
Abel, can you roll a strength plus sneak for a difficulty 2 for me?
Yeah, and I would really like to help him out.
Okay, yeah, you can. You can do an assist.
I'm gonna use an action point to give myself an extra D20 on this. Hey.
Whoa!
I'll
Done.
take
Got
that
a
one
1,
point too.
2 successes with that. Wow, look at you! You're doing so good.
Critical
Yeah,
success.
you managed to just begin to Bernie's him right over to Flynwig the Enchanter's tent.
For one anyway. Add one more on there as my assist.
You all arrive at the tent, and in the center of the tent there is a note that is scrawled out for you that says, "Step 1, make sure body is intact. Step 1.1, if missing parts, please go to boring on the map and retrieve new parts. Step 2, go to, hang on, I gotta pull them up. It would be, and I'm going to pull you all over here too so you can see it. Give me 1 second. Step 2, go to power, connect person up to main generator. Step 3, turn on metal rods. Step 4, wait for the lightning.
Wait for the... Oh, there was a lightning generating machine. Does that mean that...
I think they just means
Have
the
we
storms.
been noticing that? Oh, okay. Well, we're at step 1. Let's get to step 2. We need to go find some spare body parts.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I can't believe
1.1.
that's
Not
happened
hard.
to me more than once in my life. Okay. So let's go find some spare body parts. Who wants to go shopping?
Oh,
We
I
are-
am on board.
Let's get some spare body.
You know, we could just burn down this whole thing.
They'd like that too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... You know
That's
what?
probably like, how often do you think it actually gets burnt down?
Probably a lot. Also, and I the more I say this, the more I hate myself saying this. I really want to bring Archie back. I really feel I did him a disservice.
Like, if we burnt the place down, I don't even think we'd be doing them an inconvenience.
True.
Well,
Probably just scheduled maintenance.
The annual delousing, yeah.
Yeah.
the team. Okay. Yeah, let's go get some arms.
Maybe, yeah, let's get him arms. Who knows? Maybe we'll find him an upgrade.
All right, cool. So
Ooh.
are you all
Yeah,
going
let's
to
have
number
Oz.
10, boring on the map on the Roll20?
Yes.
Is that where you're going next?
Yes,
Okay.
we
Boring.
are going to
Roll out.
stash Archie's body first, so he's not
Are
just
we?
sitting in the middle of
No,
the.
no, we gotta
Bring him
take him
with
with
us.
us.
No.
Abel's
We're taking
strong. Look at Abel.
We don't
Alright.
have to come back here.
Okay. Can
We take the evidence with us. That way we don't implicate the enchanter in all of this too. Like,
okay,
it's,
there. Yeah, all right. Can
plus
somebody
I don't
find
know how
him-
to size arms. Like, we've got to take him with us to find the right arms.
You know, that's a good point. All right, before we go, can anybody look around, see if you can find like a needle and thread or like sinew, maybe a stapler, like an industrial stapler might help. Like a-
You think
Like
we're
a
gonna? You
bolt
think
gun,
this place is
maybe?
gonna staple new arms onto a guy?
well, how?
I am a floating brain in a tank body with wiggly arms. I think they've probably got the technology to, like, you know, at least use screws. I mean, come on, Hazel.
Well, yeah. If you see any screws and a screwdriver around here, definitely grab that. We might be able to use that.
I also know
Okay.
how to sew pretty well.
Okay, cool. Let's see what we can do.